George, many congratulations on a fantastic performance and victory. Did you enjoy that, mate?
Loved it. Look, it was a challenging game, wasn't it? We went 12-0 down, came back really well. Took a bit of a lead second half, and then there's obviously that 15 minute left mark where we became a bit inaccurate, got a yellow card. So what I'm saying is we had to work a few things out today, and the boys did that brilliantly.
So you go 12-0 down, the All Blacks fly off. Fantastic start from them. As a leader, what's the chat like? Is there any panic? Is it all calm? What do you have to adjust?
Yeah, no, we're big on trying to be calm, composed, give the right messages to the lads. I thought we started the game really well, actually. We end up 12-0 down, which is just the way it goes sometimes. So, yeah, the boys were really good in them moments. We stuck to our plan and we managed to go in at 12-11, which was good.
The drop goals just before half-time, were they part of the plan or just an idea that popped into your head?
No, it was always part of the plan. Look, when the boys are doing so much good work and getting us field position, you want to come away with something more often than not. Sometimes the drop goal is the best way to do it. Keep the scoreboard ticking over, keep it close to where New Zealand were, and then you can see second half, we scored some good tries.
And last year, George, the final quarter of these games were proving a problem. Not so this autumn so far. The bench are coming on and having quite an impact, aren't they? It's working.
Bench, brilliant. Look, in fact, it's not just the 23 today, it's the 36, 37 lads. The lads here who didn't even play, the way they've been in the week's incredible. It's a great squad to be a part of, so we'll keep our feet on the ground and keep going.
Fordy, Quilter, player of the match, congratulations.
Cheers,
fabulous.
Thank you.
An outstanding performance. I know you believed you could win, but did you, in your wildest dreams, think it might be so comprehensive a victory?
No, I believed in this team massively. I think we're a great team. We have a great coaching staff, great squad. And I think I'd just like to pay special mention not only to the guys who played, the 23 who took the field, but the whole squad of 33. They were fantastic throughout the week. They cut us so much in training, and they gave us the perfect prep. So what we did today is just a representation of the whole squad.
Maro, you have all these plans, best laid plans, and you get off to the sort of start you really don't want to get off to here at the Allianz against the All Blacks. You go 12-0 down. We know now that you managed it very well, but how do you manage that in the moment as captain?
It's just about doing the next thing. Sometimes when you go quickly under, you can get distracted by the scoreline, think about the end result. You just need to focus on doing the next thing. And, you know, we had so many players who were fantastic. Bernal, George Ford, the whole bench that came on, they were amazing. So I'm just so happy to be part of this team.
Yeah, that bench, that fourth quarter, that the Q4 that Steve Borthwick's talked about quite a lot this autumn. You pick a big bench, there's a responsibility for them to do a job, and they're doing it, aren't they?
They did it and some. They did it and some. And the energy it gives Allianz Stadium, the energy it gives the team when we see those guys at the side of the pitch, it's amazing.
Maro, massive today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where do you feel it didn't quite happen for you guys today?
Do you want the whole 8 minutes or?
Yeah. What do you think you went away from you? Because you had a fantastic start and it didn't quite kick on after that.
Yeah, we had a lot of opportunities we just didn't take and keep the pressure on them. You know, obviously 12-0 and a couple of kicks for the corner, and then just they wrestled the momentum back a little bit. Just a couple of simple things didn't go away. Probably got lost a bit of shape, lost a couple of air battles. Couple of drop goals, you know, that momentum really came back, and then obviously that yellow after half time's really, really disappointing.
It's clear to see, you don't need to be an expert to see that there is some magic in this team, and there was some magic out there today. So as a coach, I can only imagine that it's quite frustrating when it does it. It's not consistently over the hour.
Yeah, just went away from a little bit of our structures and just ability to play and hold the ball and ball pressure and fair play. You know, you're not going to get every call. You look at it again and think, oh, which way that could have gone, but probably it's both. Same for both teams. It's the game of rugby, isn't it?
Yeah.
And at the efforts that last try, we gave them one at the end, and we were trying to chance our hands to come back. And you know, we played right to the end. We got banged up early. There's a lot of guys sort of we had to get the brigade on pretty early in that game, so it was very physical. Yeah.
Scott, firstly, commiserations on the result. Where do you feel it went away from you this afternoon?
Yeah, I think we had our opportunities, particularly in the first half. We could have got away to a handy lead, but you know, we didn't quite find touch there, and England sort of ground their way back into the game. And George Ford had a blinder and just accumulated points, and they took their opportunities.
Did you feel like we spoke to Scott Robertson before the game, and he said one of the real aims of this team is to, if not produce an 80-minute performance, produce something as consistent as possible, more consistent than it had been? Do you feel today that you lost a bit of shape at times, or that England were just about a gear above?
Yeah, I think potentially at times we might have overplayed. England did pretty well, putting it in the air and chasing well. But there's a small amount of opportunities in a test match, and they took more than we did.
And presumably it's quite frustrating for you, because there were moments, lots of patches of that game where there's real magic from you guys. There's so much there, isn't there?
Yeah, sure. We created enough. I think, just didn't get enough points.
Okay, well played, great effort. Thanks, Scott.
Cheers, thank you.